Hey, good morning, Facebook. How you guys doing? And welcome to our first episode ever of the Monday Morning Mortgage Tip. Our first person that we'll be talking with today will be Justin Froyland with the Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. I got his card. I'll give you all of his information here at the end. But the purpose of this here is to help answer any questions that you guys might have. Maybe come across some of the questions that people have most commonly that they just can't answer. So like I said, this week we've got Justin, and we'll let Justin talk about some of the important things happening in the mortgage world. Thank you, Justin.
Thanks, Shane. A lot of the questions I seem to get asked are revolving around the first-time home buyers, and they seem to have most of the questions when they're coming into looking at a mortgage. And so I figured I'd talk a little bit today about South Dakota Housing and the first-time home buyer option and the programs that they have available through them. And the first thing I wanted to touch base on was the MCC tax credit. It's an option out there that a lot of people don't know exists and they're not aware of. And essentially what it does is it lowers your tax liability from a tax standpoint, whether that's on a monthly basis with more money in your pocket at the end of the day, or whether that's when the tax refund time of year comes and you get a little bit larger tax refund. The amount of that tax savings is dependent upon your interest rate and the size of your loan. So there's a couple different factors that go into that. But essentially what it does is it lowers your tax liability. And if you are interested in any more information about that, I do have some brochures in my office that South Dakota Housing provides, and they're very informative and educational, and they're really a great piece of information. The next thing I wanted to touch base on is the South Dakota Housing Plus program. It's actually a down payment assistance program where South Dakota Housing will gift you up to 3% of the purchase price to put towards your closing costs and your down payment. And so it's just it's nothing you have to repay back. It's 100% a gift from South Dakota Housing, and so that's a great program that they offer. They also offer that with their repeat home buyers program that I'll touch base on a little bit as well. The repeat home buyer program is a program that has a little bit higher income limits, because with both the first-time homebuyer program as well as the repeat homebuyer program, there are income limits. So essentially, if you make too much money, unfortunately, you don't qualify for those programs. And those income limits are going to be county specific. So if you're buying a property in Brookings County, it may be different than if you're buying a property in Moody County or Kingsbury County. So something to think about there as well. And let's say, for example, you've got a first-time home buyer that they're truly a first-time home buyer, but they make too much money and don't qualify for those programs. There are some other options out there as far as down payments go. A couple 100% financing options out there. The VA loan, as well as the rural development loan, they don't require a down payment at all. Whereas I think a lot of first-time home buyers are under the impression that they've got to have 5, 10, 15% down. That's simply not true. There's a lot of other programs out there. Fannie Mae even offers a conventional loan program where you only have to put 3% down rather than the typical 5% minimum. So there's a couple different options out there that you can look at, and those are kind of the topics that I wanted to touch base on. If you've got any other questions, you're welcome to reach out to me or stop down to the office. Shane mentioned he'll post my information after the fact, and feel free to reach out with any questions. But Shane, did you have any other questions at all, or things you want me to touch base on? That
looks good. If you guys have any questions at all, like he said, post them below here on the comments, or I've got his information here. So it's Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, brand new building right in downtown Brookings here. So look for him at 412 Fifth Street, right?
Correct. Yep, right across the street from the post office, kind of between the old market and the post office.
Perfect. So there you have it. That's our Monday morning mortgage tip for this Monday morning. So keep an eye out. We'll be trying to do this every Monday. I'll have a new individual with us every time, and we'll rotate and be back here with Justin to talk about a new tip that he'll have, and maybe have some pictures on the wall by then.
Yep, that's the plan.
So perfect. Well, thanks, Justin. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great week.
Thank you.